Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fun, fabulous day and a fun, fabulous week. Today I am going to show you how to get long, strong, healthy hair. This is my hair care video all about my tips and my tricks on how to grow your hair long. So, as always, this is my experience and my experience only and my opinion only. So if you have something that works for you that is just 100% opposite of for what I say, please feel free to share below and share with everybody. So this is a video for men, women, children, any human being. This is somebody for all ethnicities. Of course, my hair is different from many people's hair and I can only speak to my own experience, but I'm going to try to address all different hair types and hair needs. So first of all, I'm going to show you a few products that I love and that are working with me, some new goodies, and I'm going to tell you what really made my hair grow. A little bit about my hair. I've always had really long hair. I've always had like a chestnut colored hair. My mom cut my hair really short when I was a kid. She gave me like a bowl cut. She got tired of blowing it out and tired of washing it because it's a lot of hair. So she gave me a bowl cut. That didn't go over well with my family. Then at 15, I decided I wanted to have a bob because in the 80s, bobs were cool. So I cut my hair to a chin length bob and got a perm and had the perfect poofy mushroom of a bob. And I'm not going to lie, I loved it. I loved my bob. I loved teasing it. Oh my God, I just loved hairspray. I was the girl that always had a bag and would pull out. I mean, I was a mentally gifted student, but I always had a, I always had hair care products, brushes, makeup brushes, anything. Anyway, so I've always had really long hair throughout my adult life. I'll tell you about my tragic cut that I had last year, but I've always had long hair. And it's not always been in the best condition. Right now, I can honestly say that I think my hair is in one of the best conditions it's been in my whole life. So how I got this way was a little bit of a journey. I used to be somebody who always would style their hair, and I did something that is a no-no. I flat ironed my hair, I would curl it, I would do all this kind of stuff. So one day I just stopped. So let's talk about my tips on how to get your hair. If you can't grow it totally long or you can't get it thick, let's get your hair the longest, the thickest, the healthiest it can be. First things first. Anything that is, your hair is dead protein. What I mean by this is all a keratin and a protein, but it's dead. There's no little brain cells in here. There's, you know, it's made up of different kind of bonds, your hair, but it's not alive. What is alive is your scalp. So let's work on your scalp health. The first thing that I suggest is feeding yourself very well, getting a good nutrition. Even if you want to eat your cake and your junk food and your sugar, maybe cut back a little bit. I follow a low carb diet and I eat a lot of healthy fats. And when I say healthy fats, I eat saturated fat, I eat butter, I eat heavy cream, I eat the fat on meats, I eat fat and protein. And that has helped me a lot with my skin, with my well-being, with everything. So nourish your scalp. I'm not going to tell you to go out and get hair vitamins because that's something you need to talk to with your doctor, because there's a lot of ingredients in hair vitamins, biotin, a lot of essential like different kind of herbs that can mess around, especially for women with different cycles and everything. So I don't want to suggest you go out and get a hair vitamin. Talk with your doctor and see if you're missing that nutrition and you can supplement with that. But let's start by, yes, take a great daily multivitamin. Eat really healthy. Don't be afraid of fat. Fat is the flavor, honey, and fat is going to make you beautiful. Fat is going to make you beautiful. It's going to make your hair. It's going to feed your scalp. So feed your scalp, nourish your scalp. The second thing is use good products. So what I would do is I would go and wash and dry my hair, and I would let my hair dry naturally, and that's what I did. And I wanted to see what kind of hair texture I had. I wanted to see where was it frizzy, where was the, where did I need to improve my hair. So get yourself, wash and dry your hair, see what your natural texture of your hair is. get yourself a good regimen of a conditioner, well, a shampoo, a conditioner, and a hair mask. And make sure that shampoo is sulfate free. You don't want something that is like tons of suds and that's going to naturally strip your hair. You want something that's going to cleanse your hair and really cleanse the scalp, because it's all about the scalp health. You really want to cleanse that scalp really good. So my favorite detoxifying shampoo is, I use the Caviar, I don't think it's called Caviar, it's the Alterna Clinical Shampoo, and it is fabulous. I use that maybe every 3 shampoos. I need to get a new bottle, but it is great. It detoxifies my scalp. It has a ingredient in it that blocks the DHT, which is a hormone that will stop our hair from growing as we age. So there's a lot of hair products out there right now that are claiming hair growth, and what they do is they exfoliate, they take off all the dead skin cells on your hair, and they help with the DHT hormone. So you can just Google DHT blockers in hair care and get the best shampoo for you. So I use Orbe. I love Orbe because I love the smell of his products. They smell amazing. They're wonderful. And I also use Alterna. So with the Alterna, I use the Caviar, which is an anti-aging line, and then I also use the clinical shampoo, and I give myself a deep cleanse every once in a while. I also mask every time I wash my hair because my hair is old hair. This is all old. Just think from here, how long it's traveled from here to here. It's like 10 years. This is old hair. So what I suggest is, number one, feeding your scalp with good ingredients, like really taking care of your nutrition. Whether you're worried about weight gain, weight loss, maintaining weight, make sure you eat really healthy foods. If you're a vegan, make sure you're getting all your essential B vitamins. Make sure you're really nourishing your scalp. The next thing, wash your hair, let it air dry, see what kind of texture you're working with. See if you have porosity issues. When I say porosity, and I'm no scientist, so I'm not like so sure of how to do porosity tests, but what porosity means is basically whether you should be using proteins in conditioners or proteins in shampoos, keratins and stuff like that. My rule of thumb is hair that is processed and hair that is old. Now, I haven't colored my hair in 4 years. I did have some old highlights, so I'm sure they're still at the bottom. So hair that is old, hair that is heat styled is usually porous hair. And what that means, it's hair that the cuticle, let's just take a little piece of, like some of my hair. What porosity means is that the hair follicle is a little bit open and it's porous. The cuticle of the hair is open and it's ready to receive items. It's not closed and tight. A high porosity hair will maybe be a little bit duller. A low porosity hair will be a little bit shinier. So my advice is Google porosity test if you're worried about whether you should be using protein or not. My rule of thumb for masking is I do a protein mask every once in a while. After I do a heavy protein mask, like I'll give an example, something that you can get at Ulta. A Xoxo K-Pack is a protein mask. So after I do that protein mask, I'll make sure that I put on a hydrated conditioner afterwards so it doesn't get too brittle, because too much protein can make your hair very, very brittle. Okay, so if you're somebody who wants to start masking and really taking care of your hair, but you have a little bit of thinner hair, you have hair that you want to keep the volume, you just don't have the volume in your hair, take your mask and do it from the ear down. So I'll give you a big chunk of hair and I'll show you. So when my hair's in the shower, if I feel I want to keep the volume, or if I feel like my hair is thinner, then you just take the mask, and I don't care if your hair is this long or even ear length, you start about right here and you just put your mask throughout the length. This way, now me, I mask throughout the whole from scalp to tip because my hair needs it, I feel, but I'm not concerned with the volume of my hair. If you are concerned, whether you have thinning hair or your hair, you want more volume, only concentrate the heavier masking items from your hair to, don't go from the shaft, go from ear to the length of your hair. What I do is I wash my hair twice, one wash then I give it another wash. I mask in the shower, I throw it up into a big bun, and then I shave. I do not wash my hair every day. If you do need to wash your hair every day, remember, if your hair needs, some hairs need to be washed every day, some hair needs to be washed every week or two, whatever culture you have, know that and follow that. But remember that if you're using products on your hair, if you're using dry shampoos, if you're going to the gym and you're like, oh, I don't have time to wash my hair, I have some right here, let's try it. If you're like, oh, I'm just going to, you know, put the dry shampoo, or I'm going to put a volumizer on my hair. These are all things that are on your scalp. You can't, your hair may not smell bad, but you need to take care, you need to cleanse your scalp. So there are some people like, well, my hair doesn't smell, but you know, you still need to cleanse your scalp. It's very important to exfoliate. That's like not having any acne or not having anything on your skin and not washing your skin. You still have dead skin cells, we still shed, or you know, we just need a little help getting that cleansed out. So whether you decide to shampoo daily or weekly or whatever, that's up to you. It's up to your hair type and it's up to your needs, but you do need to wash your hair with a good quality sulfate-free shampoo. My suggestion is to get a good quality hair mask. That hair mask doesn't have to be for dry damaged hair. If you don't have it, find one that will give you volume to your hair. So when you're doing the test, when you're washing and drying, you're air drying your hair, you're doing a couple things. You're seeing what your hair truly needs. When you just wash and straighten your hair or blow it out, you don't know what your hair needs. So you will see that, number one, you're going to see the natural texture of your hair. So for example, my natural texture of my hair, when I wash it and if I don't do anything to it, underneath, as I age, this is coming out too. I'm getting, and I kind of brush through them and brush them out, I'm getting tight S-curls in my hair. I don't know where they're coming from. I think it's because my hair is really healthy. They're starting to come up here. I don't know. I'm starting to get a lot of different texture in my hair, and it's really interesting. I am somebody who always liked really straight hair, but big. I always liked big, but then straight hair. And I know I'm going to say something now that might upset a few people who are addicted to it, but you've got to stay away from heat. You got to stay away from heat. So sorry, you're going to have to cut back on your heat. So you're going to wash and dry your hair. You're going to see what kind of needs your hair has. You're like, okay, hair, I've washed and dried you. Well, I see that my hair feels limp. Like I just washed it. This is the same thing you want to do with your skin. You want to see, I washed my hair 8 a.m. It's now noon and my hair feels limp. Okay, my hair feels limp. What do I need to take care of that? I have an oilier hair, or I just washed my hair and it still feels really dry and coarse and porous and dehydrated. Okay, so you have a dry hair. You will see when you air dry your hair what you need. So once you decide what hair type you truly are, just as a skin, if we were to wash it, not apply any product, don't apply any product on your hair, you will see truly what kind of hair you have and what kind of products you need. Also, you will see what kind of texture you have. So when you air dry your hair, you could see, well, I have I'm not speaking to me personally, but you could say I have really tight S-curls. Wow, I have really, really bone straight hair. Wow, I have waves that I didn't know with. The best thing that I can recommend is start to love the natural texture of your hair. Start to really go natural with the texture, because the more you fight your natural texture, the more damaging it can be. And that goes right into the heat styling. So if you're somebody who blow dries their hair, if you're somebody who then after blow drying takes the curling iron out, then takes the straightener. This was me. This was me all the time. And I used to use a straightener. I used to take my hair and I used to go wee, and I used to want it straightened all the time. And my hair was getting dull. It wasn't looking as healthy and as vibrant and beautiful as it could be. And it was just not the hair that I wanted. So my advice is, if you are going to heat style, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get all my hair in so you can see. If you're going to heat style your hair, make sure you always use a heat protectant. Make sure you always use a heat protectant. I don't care if it's from the dollar store or it's like you know, a $80 heat protectant. Always use a heat protectant if you're going to heat style. So my advice is, in the States, we were going into beautiful spring and beautiful summer. Air dry your hair. This hair, my hair, I washed it last night. My hair's a little damp still in the crown area. The ends are fully dry, but in here it's still damp. So I've been air drying, and then I take the curling iron, and I've just been making a curl or two at the bottom. And of course, I'm using my heat styling. And that's it. My hair is 3 minutes every 3 days. If you feel that you need more attention for your hair and your hair needs more styling, first of all, that's a key word. I forgot to say the hair. Unstyle your hair. Like, unstyle your hair. You don't have this. I love the perfectly cuffed 50s do's. You know, if you're going to style your hair and you want curl in your hair, try to use old-fashioned curlers, or just put your hair, wrap it up, and then, you know, put it up. Put it in a braid. Don't fight your natural. Whatever's coming to you naturally is beautiful. And if you hate it and hate it and hate it, maybe start to have a balance with it. Maybe like, okay, you know what? I have very kinky hair and I want straighter, silkier hair. Okay, maybe a few days of kink is good, and then I could go for my straighter. So cut back on the heat styling a little bit, a lot. So when I noticed last April, I went and first of all, let's not tell anybody, any man or woman, that once they hit a certain age, they should not have long hair. I am so pissed. I don't care if your hair is like 5 hairs or 5,000. If you want to have long hair till you are dead, do it. I'm so tired of people judging people with hair. I was hearing last year, my friends were like, not friends. I had one friend that was like, well, no, I had a couple friends. One friend was like, your hair's not age appropriate. And I was like, okay, that's weird. I know you want long hair yourself, but all right, my hair's not age appropriate. And then my other friend's like, why do you need all that hair? You should cut it to about, let me show you. She's like, you should cut it to about, let's do this. She's like, you should cut it to about here. So I went to a hair salon, and this goes into my next tip and trick. I asked for 4 inches cut off. I was like, okay, you know what? I haven't had a haircut. First of all, my hair now is to my tailbone. And at this time, my hair was shorter, actually. And it was at my hip. And everyone's like, it's so long, get a haircut. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get my haircut. And I will be getting my haircut shortly, too. So I went into a salon, and I said, I would like to have 4 inches cut off my hair. And I would like to have 1 face framing highlight. Layer. So I'm like 4 inches. She's like 4 inches. So this is 4 inches. I just want to show you guys. Let's bring the camera down. This, excuse my background mess. This is 4 inches here. Okay. This is 4 inches. She cut about 8 to 12 inches. She gave me layers in my crown, which I don't maintain my hair with blow drying, so I would have like clumps just sticking straight out. And I never got my face framing highlight. I mean, my face framing layer. She was like, oh no, we don't want to cut into this. So basically I got cut into in here, I got cut in here, and I didn't even get what I want. So when you're going to your stylist, these are people who are educated. Even though they're educated, the communication needs to be really 100% from you to the stylist. So if you're going and you're like, I want highlights, I want my layer, I want this, make sure that you reiterate it, get it back. Say, okay, I asked you for 4 inches. Do you mind showing me what 4 inches looks like? So if she shows you about here, and you're like, well, no, or she shows you, yeah, 4 inches is this, then you have a problem. So you're the consumer. Do not feel uncomfortable asking for what you want. I went a few months ago when I got my haircut, and this woman was like, your hair's great. Your hair's so beautiful. You have great hair. Then she found out how old I am, and she's like, oh, you should cut it. I don't know why all of a sudden you found out my age. So she started saying, I asked her, I said, I just want to trim and get my ends healthy. I want to maintain my length. And then she herself had very beautiful hair, but it was, you know, like shoulder length hair. And she was telling me, she was showing me pictures of people that she's done that had really long hair, that she's transitioned them into like more of a lob, more of a shorter hairstyle. Then I decided, you know what, this person, I'm sorry, I'm getting a phone call. This person wasn't the right stylist for me. The stylist has to work with you, even if it's something that they don't feel that you look good in. It's something that they need to work with you. So find a stylist, whether it's a friend or somebody fabulous. I don't care if they're $20 a haircut or if you can afford $200. Find somebody that really listens to you and is going to do what you want. That person didn't listen to me. I wanted just a little bit off. She was telling me I need to cut into my hair. No. So anyway, back to the bad haircut. So what I did is I was like, I am going to treat my hair so good after this cut because I wanted it to grow. I was so pissed off. It looked good. It looked really good shorter. It did. I'm not going to lie, but I like my long hair. It's something that makes me really happy. So I started taking away the heat styling. I started just washing my hair. I got obsessed with it every time. I was asking my husband, I was like, I would take out mirrors and I would look into a mirror and I was like looking in the back. I'm like, is it, you know, is it at my waist? I was like putting measuring tapes, putting belts on. I'm like, is this my waist? Is this my waist? Like, you know, and then all of a sudden I was like, screw it. I'm like, my hair's going to grow you know, the way it's going to grow. It's just going to grow and grow no matter what I do. So let's at least get it really healthy. So I started using really awesome products. I started masking more every time I washed my hair. I started cutting back on heat. I started washing it and then just putting up in a bun. There's also something you can do with it, which is called the Aversion Technique, which is something like this. And then I'm going to go into some products. You can bend your head over. Now, I don't know if this works or not, but it felt good. So I tipped my head over. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to show you without, like, I took my head over and I gave myself little scalp massages, like massage my scalp. It's really weird. You're like, what the hell are you doing? Massage my scalp underneath and then boom. It's supposed to rush a lot of blood to your head and stimulate hair growth. Google that. I don't know all the rules. I did it a little bit. I went off of it. The biggest things that worked for me was cutting back on the heat styling, unstyling my hair. So let me show you a couple of products now that I have found that have been really good for me. Where is my product? Where are you, baby? Where are you, baby? So this was gifted to me by Alterna, and Alterna was one of my favorite hair care brands. Whoa, do you like this? Alterna has been one of my favorite hair care brands for years, and they gifted this to me. So I want to thank you so much, Alterna. This is their new product. I've used the Caviar anti-aging shampoo and conditioner. It's wonderful. I use, and I need another one, their clinical detoxing shampoo, and I've used their volumizing sprays. They have a bamboo line. They have a line for every hair care, for every hair issue. So they sent me this anti-aging, Anti-Frizz nourishing oil. I have a bunch in my hair right now. It's wonderful. It's such a humid day. I will show you how to use it. So my biggest thing is to use a hair oil right now. So with a hair oil, you take a little bit of this and you take a little bit in the palm of your hand. I'm going to do a full pump. You mix it in your fingers and then you just run it from the ends of your hair. And I wouldn't go past the ear with this because you don't want to have, you know, you just want it on the shaft. You just want it on the shaft. So this oil is wonderful. Now this does have silicones in it. I have a heavier hair oil from Lanza that is a beautiful, it's a keratin healing oil, but this is a little bit heavier. This is a great oil. This has, I'm trying to read the ingredients. I don't know if it does, but this is something that will weigh your hair down a little bit. This is a great oil if you have a thick hair, if you have damaged hair. This Lanza healing oil, it's wonderful. If you're looking for a really nice lightweight oil, the Sicily one is great. I don't have it anymore. I need to get another Sicily oil, but this is really nice. This has caviar extract. I mean, if you can't eat the caviar, you might as well use it on your hair, right? And this is nice. And I find the smell is really pleasant, and I find that this, thank you. Alterna. I like your hair. If you're watching me, I like your hair. I like your products a lot. I really do. And I thank you so much for gifting this to me. So use your hair oils. I find I use hair oils as styling products. So I've cut down on a lot of styling products. Out of the shower, my hair will go into a ponytail for the night, and I don't use a lot of hair products. What I do have, and Alterna did not give this to me, I've had this. This is their multiple miracle volumizing mist. So I do spray a little bit of this into my crown area, or you could just put it on your fingers, rub your fingers together, and then this will give you a nice body. This will give you a nice voluptuous body for your hair. So that's a great product for I told you I liked Alterna. I told you this is a great volumizer, and it's a little mist. And this is like the mini size, but they have a large one. So let's reiterate all the tips and the tricks. So first of all, eat healthy and nourish your scalp, nourish your skin, nourish your health. And once you do that by taking your multivitamin and getting yourself like really good sleep and balancing yourself, you will see that your hair will take on so many benefits. The second is getting good products for your hair type. So washing and drying your hair, or you can go to a salon and you can ask them, or a hair care specialist, whether you're at Ulta or you're in Manhattan and the best salon, ask them, like, go there with virgin hair, go there with non-styled hair and say, this is my hair. Here's what I want to accomplish. What do you suggest for me? And the basics are you need a great, good quality sulfate-free shampoo. You need a good quality mask. I do think everyone should mask. It doesn't matter if you do get the appropriate product and you have thinner hair, you're going to get volume from that mask. You're going to get more life. You're going to get more body from your mask. The third item is your conditioner, and that's just a lightweight conditioner. Because remember, if you have, you don't want to mask the whole hair, you just want to mask from the ear down, but you may want to do the conditioner for the whole hair. And if you're using the right products, you will have volume, your hair will be healthy. So after you have the correct products, then you're going to cut down or cut out, it's up to you, your heat styling. Your heat styling, save it. If you have really curly hair, save that heat styling stay if you're going to be, photographed that day, or it's a special occasion. If you have naturally curly ringlet hair and you're so used to blowing it out every day or every couple of days, try once a week. Then try stretching these blowouts, because once you see that you don't have to be so addicted to heat styling, your hair is going to be so much better. You're going to see a natural vibrancy for your hair. You have to have patience. Have patience. I told you, when I got that haircut, this girl chunked my hair out of in the back. I would look at it. It looked like my hair was caught in a machine and somebody just ate it up. It was all scraggly. Nothing matched up. It looked like witch fingers. Nothing matched up. And I was so upset. And then finally I was like, whatever, it's just my hair. And I ignored it. And once you have patience and you ignore, is when everything goes well. And this goes for everything in your life. Once you just turn your back to it, it's just when everything happens. So ignore your hair for a while. Unstyle it. Don't be so obsessed with it. If you want it to grow long, it will grow. If you reached a terminal length with it, your terminal length could be shoulder, it could be butt, whatever. You want to have, scared me. You want to have the best hair that you can have, and that will come from treating it really nicely. So get yourself good shampoo, good conditioner, good mask. If you use dry shampoo, if you're using a lot of styling products, if you go to the gym or you just don't want to wash and you keep using a lot of dry shampoo, and like I just did volumizing in my hair, and I just put the oil in. I need to wash it. Not now, of course, but you need to continuously keep that scalp healthy. Another thing that you can do is you can braid your hair for different styles. Just basically fall in love with what you have. It's the hardest thing that we can do, especially as women, is to accept where we are in our life. But once you do that, and once you see, like, things are not that bad. Like my friend has really, really curly hair and she always wanted straight hair. Me, I wanted curly hair. I got the perm when I was young. So we always want what we can't have. And she got a great haircut from, what is that, Diva Curl? And she has fabulous hair now. She's decided to embrace the curl. She scrunches it. Her hair is healthy and shining. Before, she was going and getting blown out 3 times a week and it was looking straight, but it was looking a little dull and dry. So you gotta find out what you have. And yeah, she still gets her hair blown out and it looks great and she still does it. Me, I'm still probably would like to go to a hair salon. I would like to go and get one of those memberships where they blow your hair out because I hate to do it. That's one of the reasons why I guess my hair got healthy. I don't like to blow my hair out. It's See, what happens is, this is my one last tip. What happens is when you blow your hair out, you're taking the blow dryer and you're like, I'm just going to use a shoe. You're like, woo, to your hair. The hairstylist, the reason why they do it, they're moving really quick. They're going through your hair quick. They're not keeping the dryer on 1 minute. They're using a high level of heat, but it's a quick flash. And they're also using heat protectant. So if you're going to dry it at home, you got to keep that moving and moving and moving and moving so you don't burn your hair. So stay away from the heat styling. Accept your natural texture, your natural wave, your natural curl. If your hair is pin straight and you want curls, try to do them without heat. Try to just stay away from the heat. Okay, guys. And the last thing is get yourself some good tools. My hair, if you cannot brush your hair, I know a lot of people cannot brush their hair because of their hair texture, but you want to get those natural oils from the scalp to the bottom of your hair. So if you want to do that, you need to find good tools. If you can't brush your hair, for me, a large paddle brush works great because I don't create curls in my hair. I don't blow it out, so I just want something to distribute the oils naturally, because the oils in your scalp, even though I'm using the hair oil, the oils in your scalp are the best oils for your hair. So you want to get this down to here. So I'm just going to do a quick pan before I say goodbye so you can see my hair, and I am going to find a stylist. My friend has this salon in Manhattan. He's a celebrity hairstylist, and we'll see if he can do me. If he can't do me, we'll see. I'm just afraid. I'm afraid after that haircut and after the bad experience that I had with the last hairstylist. So here is the length of my hair. We'll see. I don't know where I want to go. Excuse me for the mess in the background, but this is my hair. This is my hair. So I challenge you guys to, excuse me, I challenge you to cut back on your heat styling, to embrace your natural texture, and to grow happy, strong, healthy hair. You can do it. I feel like I'm going to choke. Thank you so much for watching me. I am going to do a budgeting video on how I can afford Chanel, Hermes, Cartier, all that, and then I'm going to do a really fun, interesting video. So thank you. I'm like choking. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I hope you have a great week, and please like and subscribe and stay tuned for some more.